Hello there everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Jessie and today we are getting into the drama. Now really quickly, please excuse the everything about this video, probably the sound, the lighting, everything's a little crazy right now. I am currently in that basement from 365 days, but I still wanted to record this video and get it out while it was still relevant for probably the first time ever. I think I'm breaking a record here in terms of speed and relevance. We love growth. So if you're not familiar with the drama that's going on the internet, I'll give you a very brief flyover, and if you're interested in hearing more, you can search out one of the 500,000 videos on the internet that are talking about this right now. But basically, the Try Guys, which is a very prominent YouTube channel here, it has recently come out that one of the Try Guys, Ned Fulmer, has been cheating on his wife with one of the Try Guys producers, and the other three Try Guys have fired him. And it's been huge news. I have been watching it like a hawk. It's just so incredible. I am a Try Guys fan, and it was really kind of insane to watch. So I've been following it, and I recently saw that SNL released a skit about the drama, and everyone agrees that they basically chose the one bad take that you could have on this topic and they ran with it. So they released this sketch that parodies the video that the Try Guys released announcing that Ned was no longer a part of the Try Guys, and a little bit of sort of vague information about why that was. And you know, it was kind of getting memed on the internet because each of the three Try Guys had a very distinct emotion throughout the whole thing, and it was kind of just odd to see these guys that are usually being goofy on the internet being so serious. And so it's been memed. It's not immune from memification, but SNL ran with it as if they were overreacting or something. They basically took the side that Ned was being overly punished for having an affair, and they didn't really seem to grasp the concept that the seriousness came from the fact that he was having an affair with someone who worked under him, and there was a huge, legal issue there, and it was just an overall really bad take. So I just decided I was going to whip up a quick sketch that they could have and should have used in place of that. And I wrote the script in like an hour, couple hours. So I'm not claiming that it's the best thing that's ever been written, but are we also claiming that SNL has the best skits that have ever been written either? They write their scripts over the course of a week, so they're not producing the most like high quality, hilarious content ever. I think we all know that. No shade. Saying something shady and then immediately following it with no shade means that you cannot take offense to that. But I'm just saying that I don't think my sketch is the most amazing, most funny thing that's ever been written on the face of the planet, but I just whipped it up in an hour to show that there were so many other directions that they could have gone and what that might have looked like. So let's get into my script here. So my script is 4 pages. Generally, that equates to about 4 minutes of content, give or take, and I think that's about on par for SNL skits. And the concept of this sketch is going for the angle of the internet detectives that were able to deduce this information before the Try Guys released their official statement. So we're going to open on an unfinished basement that has been turned into a sort of makeshift police bullpen. And we have 3 teenagers. Ethan is the main guy who is the captain of the ship here. And then we have Bree and Jacob sitting at their desks. I literally just Googled what are some Gen Z names And that's what I named the characters, so there's no rhyme or reason behind all of them. So Ethan starts off by getting updates on the current cases that they are working on, and he asks Jacob for an update on the Chris Pine Harry Styles spitting incident, and Jacob says that he has found a frame that when you enhance it, you can see a spit droplet, but it is unconfirmed. And then we have a fourth character, Emma, come bursting through the door. She's late, and she's late because she had to retake her algebra test. So we are just confirming that these are a bunch of teenagers in their basement. And then we move on to the main case of the week, the case of the missing Fulmer. And Ethan prompts everyone to give updates on what they have uncovered about this alleged case. And we get a little context. You know, Ned was seen potentially at a nightclub with his mistress, and they can't quite confirm if it's him or not, or who he's with. And, you know, Bree brings up the fact that the Try Guys have unfollowed Ned, but then Emma, you know, retorts and she says, well, the alleged mistress and Ned's wife are still following each other on Instagram. Isn't that odd? And then Jacob brings up the editing mishaps. So Jacob talks all about how, you know, Ned has been missing from the most recent videos, but he found a single frame with a pink sleeve in the side. But when you cut back to the whole image, there's no one in the middle wearing a pink shirt. And then he found this TikTok from a few months ago, and Ned was wearing this shirt. And in the background, Keith had on the same outfit that he was wearing in that video. So he was clearly there, and they clearly edited him out. And, you know, he's going into all this detail about, like, you know, these very tiny little moments. And this excites everyone. They feel like they've got something to go off of, and Ethan starts assigning people tasks. He wants Bree to create this, like, super all-encompassing Twitter thread about all of the different information that they've uncovered, and he wants Jacob to edit everything together, and then he wants Emma to start working on some TikToks exposing the drama, and they're all getting hyped up, and then Emma kind of shuts everyone down, and she's like, hold on, wait a second, guys. Emma just starts to question why they're doing this. You know, they're just a bunch of teenagers in someone's basement. They're not getting paid to do this. They don't get any internet clout because they're all using anonymous profiles, and it just feels kind of icky to her. And everyone kind of, you know, responds with, well, we're doing it because of this, and they're trying to justify it with rational reasoning. But Emma, at the end of the day, is like, look, these are real people. It seems like a personal matter, and it feels like we're being a little invasive here, no? And everyone kind of takes a second to pause and reflect, and they're thinking, you know, maybe this is bad what we're doing. And as they are reflecting, they all get a notification about the Try Guys Instagram post where they confirm that Ned is no longer working at the Try Guys, and immediately just start celebrating because they were right and they cracked the case and they figured it out. And even Emma is like, screw all of that stuff that I just said. This is so exciting and I love it. And that's it. That's the bare bones of, like, just an example of what you could have done in this situation that would have been 1,000 times better. And that is just one of, like, a ton of other different concepts that they could have focused on for this sketch, and I really don't understand what went wrong here other than sheer laziness. I know some people have been saying that Ned has a friend who works at SNL and, like, was behind this, but that seems a little far-fetched to me. I think it was just pure, you know, millennial ignorance on their part, and, you know, they're busy people and they don't have time to look into the nuances of everything, so they just ran with it. And it didn't go so well, although maybe it did go well because this is the most I've heard about SNL in a long time, so who's to say? Anyway, this was just a quick little fun video that I was inspired to throw together. I hope you liked it. Again, sorry for the everything going on here. But I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!